The things we do for content. That was the correct answer. Good, Mike. It's broken, you can't use it. That was so sick. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the shop. Last time we were up here, you guys saw us get the coilovers installed on the Mark III. We test fit our new wheels. We got our digital dash mounted and a few other little bits and pieces thrown together on the car as well. Unfortunately, we're back to kind of having a little bit more downtime with waiting on parts for both the Supra and the Conquest. We're gonna try to jump into whatever we can. A few videos back, we were actually working on Williams GS doing a fuse box relocation. And that is finally done. I don't know if you can hear in the video, but the car's actually running right now. We're gonna get that thing ready to get put on a trailer and brought out of here hopefully tomorrow. There will be another project coming up to replace it, but won't really be anything fun, so it's kind of pointless to spend time there. Apart from that, we did get a few more little bits and bobs done on our Camaro as well, so I want to touch base on that today. I don't know if we'll get any work done on it, but it's be tight to check it out. Hopefully we can kind of touch base on some of that stuff and get the chance to show off the GS a little bit more, because we kind of glossed over a lot of the stuff that I wanted to touch base on when we did our big update videos. But I did mention that parts are on the way. We have our angle kit finally on the way for the Supra. We have our oil cooler on the way for our Conquest, along with the lines needed for that. I know I said like 2 videos ago that we were going to do this and get it done, and it's still on the lift and hasn't really been touched. Things happen, unfortunately, so this is kind of being put on a little bit of a hiatus where we get everything ready for winter. We get as many cars out of here as we can so they're not buried in snow, you know, what have you. It's gonna be slow, damn it. Give me a break. I'm doing my best. But I want to jump into things as quickly as we can here. We got a bunch of stuff to move around. I want to get Will's car pulled out. I want to get the rest of the cars that are staying consolidated in the corner, and then we'll kind of go from there, see where the day takes us.
When I put like the battery on,
Oh, it kicks the fuel pump on? Yeah. So to reiterate, I don't know if the camera caught that, we have no fuel pump relay, so we kind of just have it hardwired. So when he puts the battery cable on, it turns the fuel pump on.
For the haters, it's on a fuse.
That I saw a mouse run out from under there when this thing started.
I did too.
As you can see, the GS runs. We don't quite know if it drives yet. I mean, it should. We really didn't do anything to the drivetrain. We were just doing a fuse box relocation, but that is finally done. As I was showing you guys, it's sitting in the back. We don't have a bracket for it yet, but that will come in time. But as I was saying, the interior is all finally thrown back together. Will was saying he has plans to throw a different seat in this thing. The stock seat's fine and all, but it is nice to have a little bit of bolstering to kind of hold you in place, especially in a car that makes a little bit more power. So hopefully we'll get to some driver mods here pretty soon. But I mean, as of right now, with it kind of converting into the winter months, I think we're gonna put this thing away. We had talks of doing a clutch and flywheel on this vehicle, so we were gonna pull the engine and trans out and do that service. But again, with it being cold out, kind of running out of time, so we're gonna put it off until next summer. Should give us a little bit more time to, you know, get the, you know, nice and shiny parts together and the fun stuff. You know, maybe do a few other suspension mods while we're at it. But that's the story on this. Unfortunately, like I was saying a few minutes ago, this is getting ready to leave the property for the winter, so it won't be around, but it will be back very soon. We're hoping that when the car does come back here, we've got a new turbo setup, a manifold, injectors, a bunch of stuff that we want to throw at this car along with the clutch too. So there should be some power gains as well coming next spring. What was the power number that you wanted to shoot for?
I want to max out this new clutch.
Yeah, the new clutch is rated for like 750 pound-feet. So if we can see anywhere near that, I think we're already pushing the limitations of the factory engine as it is, even though it's a 2JZ, bite me. It should be fun. Little things like that relay box relocation. It used to sit over in this corner. Now that it's gone, like the whole engine bay looks so much better. I don't know what it is about big plastic boxes and engine bays that just kind of looks like shit. But it's gone. Best part, that's going to be a 55 pin mil-spec connector for the harness. So it's basically a spot where you can unscrew this and the whole harness pulls out. That way you don't have to, when you're pulling these things, go through and pull every individual wire and sensor. You just clap it off right there, throw it over the engine, and pull her out. Hopefully that's not bad karma saying that it's gonna need to be pulled out, but you know, good to make provisions. And it'll be nice to get out of here because I just watched another mouse run out from underneath this thing, so I think it needs to stop being parked out at my pole barn. Here's my hammock. $2J in the back, Ford in the front. You hear that power steering pump? Oh, look at this guy. Here's another Lexus for you.
Sick. Lexus day.
Sorry, officer, my foot slipped. The windows work in the race car? The sunroof works? Man.
You want to
pretty
want to
nice.
see a flex?
Shit box.
I can show you a flex.
Hey, one of the windows works in the Supra.
Hey Tanner, you want to see a flex?
Yeah.
Here, let me show you. You wait long enough. It helps you hit the right button.
That was hard to see. That's all windows and sunroof.
I know that, like, that's a fairly common feature now, but that blew my mind when I first saw that.
That's a pretty big flex.
I thought it was gonna have auto start. This is auto start would be a flex. All right, let's get a few more of these cars moved and we'll hop back into things here. Check it out. Got everything nice and consolidated. I'm very happy because it was looking a little trashy before, but got everything nice and organized. So now I got to put my neutral line back up. Now the quick and very shortened version of this story is our neutral line for our shop, which is, don't want to get into high voltage wiring, but the neutral for our shop failed. So we're running a temporary neutral, jumping it off of that shop. And I'm just doing this to keep it off the ground because it gets really cold here in Minnesota and the ground likes to freeze. And in order to drive this stake down, you need a hammer, which I got. And they say cams break easy. Honestly, now that
They
we're
do
on,
if you drop them right.
now that we're on this, oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do they, Mike?
See, it's broken. You can't use it.
Seems just fine to me.
You cammed use it?
You can please leave. Oh no, see here, you gotta do it this way. You gotta break the dowel pin.
Don't break the concrete.
I broke the concrete, not the dowel pin.
Yeah, literally.
Built right.
Built right. Now, since we got the work done, I kinda am gonna very politely ask my friend to drive his Camaro over to my shop so we can take a look at what he's got going on with his exhaust.
It's on jack stands.
Oh, it's coming off. No, I'm just kidding. We go over there. And here we are. Excuse me for the odd lighting situation. We are using our portable flashlight currently, and it has a lot of lumens. So it might look a little weird, but here we are. We are back at the Camaro. It's been hiding out in this garage for the last, I don't know, month and a half or so since it's left the shop. It does run. You guys saw the video. We took this thing for its first drive, but like you learned in our update video, we've been fighting a transmission pan leak for a while, which we actually think we have remedied now. We don't think the leak's coming from the trans pan, but honestly, I might as well let the man who owns the car explain the car.
So, like you said, we've been fighting the transmission pan leak for a couple months now. If you want to follow me around to this,
Here, you need a pointer stick.
it's the easiest way. Take the pointer stick. We settled on the cheapest pan with the cheapest cork gasket we could find. And that's what's sealing it the best so far. We have a couple small leaks. One of them is from our lines up here for our transcooler. They're dripping ever so slightly. It's not the biggest leak, but still something that we need to address. So you can see here, I've been mocking up the exhaust on what one side's gonna look like. 45 elbow, 45 elbow, into the Dynamax Super Turbo mufflers, into about a 24-inch pipe. It'll come out to about here, and then we'll do a turn down from here out in front of the front wheel. It's just gonna be down, dirty, and easy.
Nice. Yeah, it's just kind of in the mock-up stage right now. Obviously, our resident fabricator, Jake, will be the one zipping everything together once we actually have everything mocked where we want it, but that's the idea, which is sick, dude. Side exit?
Yeah, yep, little
side exit's the move.
Something we touched on too in the last video, we got the hole cut for the air cleaner here. I got to make a little bit of a clearance cut in the front there because I can't lift it off just yet, but it fits fine there. And I got to widen it out just a little bit on that other side to even it out to this width.
Nice.
Otherwise, the hole is done. We got hood pins on. Very excited there. Sorry, wrong pointer stick. Very excited to have that. I've always wanted a car with hood pins, and now I got a car with hood pins. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's coming together, man. It's awesome to see it get closer to its final goal. Obviously, there are more things like the rear end and transmission that need to be addressed at a certain point, but dude, congrats. It's looking sick. Very soon here, we'll get Jake, the man with the plan, to come in here and zip that exhaust together, and then it'll be a little bit more appropriate to drive this thing down the road. Heck yeah, that's awesome. The only way to properly finish this off is to break this camshaft. That's why I've been trying this entire video to break this and it hasn't broken.
That's gonna hurt your hand just a little bit.
That's why I'm wearing gloves.
Did you break the cam gear?
Nope.
That isn't there?
Dude. So sorry about that last scene. Unfortunately, our camera did die while we were trying to smash the cam. No, unfortunately, I didn't break it. Somehow that thing is still in one piece. But that's going to be it for the day. We got our GS moved back. We are actually going to be coming up here tomorrow to bring that thing back down to the city. So today is officially our last day with the 500 horsepower GS. We are going to be bringing this thing back up here next summer to do the clutch that we talked about, the flywheel, and then our new manifold, turbo injectors, all that kind of stuff, so we can swap within there now into our Mark III Supra. But for now, it's getting kind of late. This won't be the end of the video, but it's the end of today. I'm tired, I want to go home, so we're going to call it quits and we'll regroup in the morning.
Oh God. All right, Sunday permit, here we come.
And there it is.
Oh boy.
Car's on the trailer, everything's looking good. We're gonna take the hour drive up to the shop, so we'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
And we made it. Hour drive later, we're at the shop. Time to get this thing pulled off the trailer and shoved into a corner so we can get this GS thrown back on the trailer. Like I was saying the other day, this is our last day with the GS. The GS is leaving the shop for the winter to get put in storage, so it's not sitting outside. For right now, we're gonna get this thing pulled off. We gotta get this off the trailer. I don't have a whole lot of plans for this thing. The engine let go on us a few months back, so we're gonna need to swap this thing out. we'll probably just do a how to change an EJ in 10-minute video, just do a long time lapse on that, but should be pretty simple. I'm hoping this thing won't stick around for too long. I'd like to sell it and get my hands on a mill, but that's neither here nor there. We do got a little bit of work to do to get this thing swapped around, so let's do what we can. We'll reconvene once we got the GS thrown in the trailer. Dang, we really got a good day for this.
Yeah. You're a bus.
You're a bus.
This is a bus. It's bust down.
You're a bus. Honestly, I'm very happy that we're finally getting this done. This Subaru has been sitting in my apartment for like 6 months. Sad to see this thing go though. That's kind of the not so silver lining of this.
Didn't you blow that up before last winter?
Oh yeah. I suppose longer than 6 months.
We've just been doing the car dance with it for like a year at this point.
But yeah, so it looks like our original plan is to dump this thing and then tow this, but it's looking like Willie actually wants to drive his car, so maybe we will get some footage of this thing here. I'm excited. Get a few couple flybys. Maybe I'll ride with Willie.
Oh,
we'll
you
see.
make me ride all alone?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding.
Oh well, that sucks.
Getting the seat belts back in. Gotta throw a shift knob back on it. A few other little bits and pieces so that thing is roadworthy again, and then we should be on our way.
Nice, you got a new home.
All right, check it out. Got the parking lot looking good. It's kind of a bunch of regular traffic right now, minus that, and that, but it is what it is. So now to cruise with an empty trailer, or we follow the GS all the way back to its spot for the next 6 months or so. All right, so we got everything tidied up. We got wind thrown in the tires. We got oil thrown in the engine. Things are looking good. Car seems to be running great. We got to drive to a gas station first so we can throw some fresh fuel in this thing, and then we should be good to get on the way. Of course, Mikey and I will be following him with the rig, just in case we need it. Getting in the car with the mice. This is so sick. Finally back on the road. Oh, that would bother the shit out of me.
I don't know. Maybe I just threw it on there. It's
Yeah,
tight.
we pulled the steering column apart, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Haha.
2023 is resident perfect blend of safety and style and comfort. The 2023 GS300 SUV comes standard with latest
Whoops. Might have left Mike back there a little bit.
Dude, this car is so fucking dusty.
Yeah, dude. It's probably hard to tell on camera, but as we're driving, there's just dust everywhere. Adds to the experience. Well, sick. We got a bit of a drive ahead of us, so see you guys at the gas station.
Copyright! And turn the copyright down.
All right, switching cars. I'm hoping I can maybe get some rollers for the GS. And man, side note, mini tacos, so good.
Busting respectfully.
Yes. Well, surprisingly, it's kind of quiet in here. Like, it's not as loud as I thought it would be in the cab.
Yeah, there's it's like all the noises under the hood, and then somehow there must be like a buttload of sound deadening here because you don't hear the banging and clanging of the...
But I like the banging and clanging.
Oh yeah.
The banging and clanging is good.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
America.
Hell yeah. Oh, there he went. He flashed me, so I'm assuming he's gonna do a pull here. Oh, dude, the odds of you being able to hear that are very low, but that was very cool.
That was, yeah.
bad E85, mind you. The E85 that's been sitting for 6 months. Oh my god. What's going on?
I just remember that like one of my lug nuts isn't on, so.
Oh man. Good time to stop and make sure wheels are tight, huh?
Oh, you don't need to worry about tight lug nuts.
About a quarter of the way into the drive.
Ah, that's fine.
I just remember, yeah, this one is just stripped. That's what I think it is.
Oh yeah, sure. Tight's tight.
Oh, you like the party, don't you?
That was so sick.
Hell yeah. That's... that dude doesn't give a f***. I was on the wood too.
Oh, were you riding them?
I was on.
You got the lumber wagon versus the missile. Good. We're running it.
He got overhead the brakes. I went on the wood to pass him, and then I just stayed there and I only hit like, you know, not much faster than we were already going.
Bye, William. Called that. Yo. Slam. I think it's sick. Had to do a little bit of posting. No.
You.
Beep. Well, we have a successful drop off. I didn't film any of the dropping the car off here. This is family members' property, so we don't want to obviously shove a camera in people's faces who don't want to be on YouTube. But we got a successful drop off. The GS is in its sleeping place. It'll be there for the winter. Now we have about an hour and a half drive back, and a little bit more boring this time since we don't have a boosted GS to listen to. But we'll make it in due time. So we'll see you guys when we get back. Drive is completed.
We made it home.
Made it home.
Mostly home.
Most of the way home, yeah. So now we're here to drop the trailer off, and I picked up the camera because I really wanted to show something off. One of Mikey's buddies, the guy that was gracious enough to let us use the trailer, has a couple builds on the property that are really cool. And yeah, this is one of them. Now then there's that thing too.
Thing's had a lot of fun times.
We've had a lot of adventures in that, yes we have.
Yeah, that truck has been the one that's gone through the most shit and gives the least fucks.
Yeah, what happens when you pull out the crappy V6 and 5-liter
Yeah, all
swap
the
it.
custom suspension work, I love it. That's my favorite part about all these builds.
And guess who does it all?
No, you... Everybody meet Brian.
Hi.
So what year is it? What is it? What you done to it?
2002 Mercury Grand Marquis, and it's totally stock.
Nothing done
Factory auction.
Oh.
No, it's
Factory
lifted
option.
2.5-ish feet, and got 37s, 1-ton axles, and 4-wheel drive transmission.
2.5 feet?
Yeah.
2 feet.
Well, yeah, this car factory's like this high off the
I
ground.
suppose I'm not used to hearing feet as a unit of measurement when we're talking about raising and lowering cars.
Yeah, usually people do like a, you know, like a nice 6-inch lift. I just went like for 3 of those.
I went for 2.5 feet. That's so cool. So what axles are there?
It's a Dana 60 front and a Sterling 10.5 rear.
Sure, and you said they're on Humvee wheels?
Yep, these are old military Humvee wheels, 37-inch bead locks.
So crazy.
So
Baller. It's not crazy, it's baller.
Yeah, all-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
four-wheel drive.
I mean, with the shifter that's not there.
I was about to ask if you've installed your twin sticks yet.
No, I still got my pry bar in my toolbox though.
That was the correct answer. That was the correct answer.
Oh my.
Dude, the side exit too. Tanner's gonna love that.
The side pipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tanner's gonna love all of this.
Tanner's gonna love every piece of this.
I did that because I did not want to deal with running out the back, at least not right now.
I bet.
Not
Yeah.
until I get the mufflers I want on it,
At
which
least-
are
at least you got
Bose.
enough space over the axle.
Yeah, but keep in mind, this wheel, like say, wheels here, goes up into here and it'll tuck to here.
Oh my god.
It tucks all the way up in there.
So how much suspension travel does it have?
Well, the rear, I think, has like 3 feet of travel because
God.
from where it's sitting right now, it'll drop out like a 2.5 feet. Like, no joke. Like, this thing's just like,
So he
What?
So he has a coil spring extension that's literally just a piece of pipe that sticks out like 6 inches from the top coil spring perch, so he gets more travel out of the front rear suspension.
so it unloads. So
Oh,
after
sure.
the spring has no more pressure on it, then it's retained on the bottom, but I have a piece of DOM on the top. So then it can still go down another 5 inches with no load on the coil spring without the coil spring falling
Before
down.
it hits like the limiting strap?
I have no limiting straps in the rear.
Sure.
They're the shocks.
Yeah.
I need limiting straps, but you know,
I was gonna, that sounds
rough countries
awesome.
from the junkyard, those are good limiting straps, right?
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty well put together. It wasn't shaking all over the place when you passed us. That's
It is a stock Marquis.
factory option. This is the rough country option.
This is the FX4 package.
The raw country.
Hell yeah. Sick. Well, I just wanted to show this off. This was super cool. We can go ahead and drop this trailer now. We have a little bit of a drive left to get back home, but needless to say, we got everything done that we wanted to get done today. So that's probably where I'm going to end it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see everybody next time.